consolidated here. I'm recording these consecutive. I haven't played a single game since I got Danganronpa. It's fun. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I haven't done this more than this. Trouble Justice showed up too. It's Hero wearing the costume. Anyway, as soon as I head to the pool on the second floor. Run! Run!
I mean...
Dude, I've had the worst day. You up?
Huh?
Oh,
hey,
yeah, who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it illuminated? I'm trying to talk to her, but okay. I found Hero through gym into the pool after. Luckily, he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle, like, I don't know, caress my face or something. That's creepy. Anyways, Kyoko, where have you been this entire time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace. There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind. Never mind. More importantly.
And?
First of all, Hero, you need to explain why you're dressed like that. Well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. And then I woke up and I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume, it pains me just to look at you. But, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? How do you make something that you can't take off your shirt? I didn't make the stupid frickin' thing! There's a clasp on the back keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it on your own, off on your own. We don't really have a choice but to let him, let's help him. It took everyone, but we were able to slowly get Hero out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Whew, free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero?
So then...
More importantly, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec. That's our track. The blueprint's in the room after all. In the other words, it's obvious that everyone that you made the costume. True, I told... I never said anything about the blueprints. I don't think he was in the room at the time.
Could it be...
I left, and then she came. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm going around talking. Was Hero? Shall we tie him up and gag him? Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far. But he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed him. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's see a fake Hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume, and who could have possibly been be the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on yourself before you convince me. Fine, you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will.
Huh? See? Look. See, I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
It's not dumb, it looks pretty cool. Now you're all out of excuses. It's because you're a girl. If you were a girl, then knock it out. Go ahead. Okay.
Just a second. second.
See, I told you it was impossible.
But
Then there's another costume. There must be one of those.
Honestly. Just the worst.
Who cares? Who's the one without an alibi?
That's terrible.
what?
I have no idea what's happening. Could someone, like, tell me?
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were murdered. Killed. Taka and Hikumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were
How
killed,
about that?
that's it. I know who
So
did
then,
it. Taka and Hikumi were fighting over Alter
I'm at
Ego,
least
right?
30%
I mean,
right.
Alter Ego or 2 must have done it.
correct.
I see. It's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate. Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I mean, I'm getting you. I'm telling you. You got it all wrong.
So then.
Oh, I know that note. Last night someone put a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape.
I caught you several times. Get over here.
Monokuma can't find out. So don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room around at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going into the rec room, and then for some reason I fell asleep. The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not an chance. Wait, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse office did have cameras that could do that. What, really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. Secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. And if that's true, you must be the one dumb fish to fight every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta test, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy
Don't
it.
be mean.
Well, you should buy
Just a
it.
second.
Show us the note. A pleasure. I have it.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. Please, I want her to fly. If you want us to leave you. The heck, you serious?
What the heck? Just the worst.
Said. Wait, shut the fuck. Someone help.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't found and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? Right, I need to look for the second suit in that note. Please don't fail me now. Or genocide check or split. What it? Oh, bye.
Makoto.
Okay. Yeah. I want you to help me with my investigation. Looks like I got late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, will you tell me why you just searched? No. Anyways, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now, shall we?
Hey,
Makoto, I'd like to examine the curse.
correct.
My birds don't lie. You know they are telling the truth. It's far more easily than living. Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer? For the test. Oh yeah, right. Greg, put that down. They're in the respiratory. The respiratory is this way. I believe it's the respiratory. Respiratory is air, right? I guess I'm wrong. This should be the art room. This is not respiratory. Seems to go rigid, but only for a moment. So then let's get started.
I knew it.
That's right. They were killed using similar weapons.
I see.
Look at those. Stop. You did? You remember the short talk I always wore on his wrist? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not. Anyways, so you said he had a watch. Take a look. It's broken. The hands aren't moving, right? More likely you broke it when you had an imperial assailant. If you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. I mean, the watch broke sometime after
That's right.
6. But last night, this watch definitely wasn't broken.
In other words,
So if his book worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6. Meaning, it just happened to be... Oh, that's interesting.
however, Makoto, because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited for this kind of manual labor, right? That's decomposition. I just realized what rigor mortis is. But, excuse me, that's sexist! Okay.
hey,
Paper. Doesn't seem
is
like much
that
of
right?
I wonder about that.
So then,
Let's check Kumi's body. Perhaps he's left a few clothes of his own. Maybe he has another piece of scrap paper. It's just the same stuff. Because I talked to her?
indeed,
More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this.
that's right.
When we had it hit on
Indeed.
hit him, he stuffed it in his pants, so I gave him the spoon here. In his pants. Wait, did
Why
you...
is that?
It was not just his pants. It was just his pants, not like his socks or not. I don't know what
Hey.
that means. I don't want to know what that means. Anyways, okay, go ahead, Makoto, open it up. A note? Monokuma can't find it.
So,
That sounds very familiar. That's it. Same thing Hiro said. And we
however,
found proof, although it's not the exact same, is it? Kind of different.
is that right? So,
Part of it had been torn off, right?
hey,
Think carefully. Why would someone be clutching that dark piece? I have no
so
idea.
then,
What if it wasn't just that stuff paper? What if he was talking?
hey,
This time definitely had their EV handbook on them. The handbooks have nothing to do with how the murder was carried out. Not that there are any reasons for killing it. Say we're connected to the surface. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbook this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have done it really to mention it. All I said is that, yeah. Class trial!
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death.
And I bet even if I get this wrong and fail, they're still gonna blame me for it, even though everyone believes it's Hero.
So, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way.
I understand.
It would seem.
It's unfortunate, but I suppose it's where eventually. And
Shall we go?
she wants me to do all the investigation for myself. She probably has a lot of trust in me. Everyone had Monica's proclaim the door.
Monokuma appears!
He multiplies!
Wrong!
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I moved so fast it only looks like I multiplied. Can you guys tell which one's the real Monokuma? We're just getting over it.
Tough
Not
crowd.
playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you. Okay, fine.
Let's go. Please!
What the heck?
What the heck?
Hey,
That's right.
Now, it might be quiet for a lot of this investigation, so. Do it. Drake, no! There was no going back. Until we settle all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Their life, school life is slowly reaching its climax.
The worst.
Only because of you. Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other? Why, you really hate me that much, but I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for action-packed trial after this commercial break. I'll never, hold on. Okay, let's again get to your science sheet. And so, the curtain open again. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. We all knew this. Okay. Start. Okay. Sit still. I got trigger happy, right? Decrease the delay between firing truce bullet effect. Ooh, I like that. They're all have? Yes, all have. I gotta talk to other students. I gotta do this in a certain order to get all the skills, I believe. Then I'll be overpowered.
Let's begin with a basic explanation. If you can figure out an
We already know this. We already know who did it.
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it! You killed them!
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know!
Okay, let's make that clear. Make my argument.
Everything we found in your room, The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true! It's a conspiracy!
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are...
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Thought there might be someone else about him talking about the note.
Are we sure Hero really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto.
So? Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Hero himself.
I got it! Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around!
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
I got it!
Yeah. We lost the blue tarp.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right? So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
Hey guys, I'm back. So,
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken? Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible? that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it.
Trying to gaslight me.
She's raised an objection.
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
My suspicions are getting stronger. You killed him, didn't you?
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Okay, you killed him. Maybe I'm just saying that because he's being an a-hole right now, but you know. Sure. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with the next bullet time battle, we add more ingredients to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen underneath, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, you haven't really been on a limit. However, you destroy your opponent's thing. But from now on, try locking on and pressing the triangle button. Won't be enough to handle them, but it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single Murmur. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the square button. It's like locking on, you have to press the square button in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the square button has a function along with the X and triangle. You will automatically reload every time. Yeah, I understand. If it's set to gentle, I won't have to reload at all, but... The moment first. Oh, the tempo battle.
Wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch! You have it wrong! I cannot agree! You are a fool! So pathetic! No! I cannot agree!
This should prove it!
I know how to
You're
tempo
asking
that
for
fast.
proof that the dolly moved. I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that...
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Make my argument. Over justice costume.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and blew it off, right?
Shoot!
As we know, and from there, the body was moved to the...
Yeah.
The culprit wrapped the body in the tarp.
Shoot!
As we know,
And from there,
the body...
Yeah, then loaded it on...
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
That should be it.
Shoot!
Because you can't bend down from the waist, can
As
you?
we know, and from there...
Yeah, then loaded it on...
Now, keep in mind...
Well, yeah. All you'd have to do is bend over.
Can't bend over.
No, that's wrong!
No, it's not wrong.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yes.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible! Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's absolutely no chance the costume was taken off just to move the body because
Shoot!
I thought that meant you couldn't take it off. You can't take it off by yourself.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
Yeah, we already saw all this.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
Can we stop calling it Robo Justice?
Whoever did move the body couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said? So long as those facts exist, the individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. Yeah.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, I suppose with the four of us gathered together, we waited there for quite a while. That was around...
And as soon as we split...
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the...
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I know it was an hour, because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture, and as it turns out, it also soon became clear that this same... We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office not long after...
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor, and soon after that...
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled...
And then... At that point, we decided to divide. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office.
What fell? That? Okay.
Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko... When we got back to them, that's when we heard the... I left...
Meanwhile, We must have found both bodies because we heard the same announcement.
And that's when I told you. Then the three of us, but right after we left, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very... We rushed back to the nurse.
Then we remembered we'd left But when we got there, we discovered that the next thing we knew, we were and after
Celeste informed us that Which is where we...
Yeah.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple...
Okay, well...
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened.
Yeah, bullet. Make my argument.
So, regarding Taka's, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
It's true that Hifumi was
Dang it, I
killed
missed.
while
Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
Thought that was wrong. We got a little bit left.
So, I wonder if he, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed in.
What? But there was nothing else.
I refuse to...
It should have been Hero. The others didn't want to move his heat of the moment, but this one I feel like wanted to move. Cool, love it.
I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
It's true that while Taka's death came...
So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers. So, regarding Taka's, I wonder if, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was after. We already know what Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the...
It's true that Hifumi was killed while Taka's death came...
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
While Taka's death came...
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So,
I'm confused.
Regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with
Just while Taka's death...
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were. Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbers.
It's true that while Taka's death...
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if we, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed in.
He can't do nothing.
So, regarding
I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the
Justice Hammers.
shoot. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regarding Taka's death.
I'm gonna get you now.
None of them are lies, though. Give me a minute.
Give me a minute. I want to play game. Hello, guys. We have to go, Mommy. No, I play game. No, it could take too long when you play, okay? So, goodbye. Big. Okay, guys. Okay. You. Huh? This bag go out. Huh? This bag go out. I don't go out. This bag go out? No. Bag go. Bag go out. What baby?
Was it Justice Hammer? Maybe Justice Hammer 4.
Mommy. I just want to picture you.
That right?
Sorry. Get back up. This is a music stop. Back up. Back up. No. I want to picture you. Mama, back up. Back up. I don't have to choose.
What makes you say that?
It says that the numbering is wrong.
Or perhaps it was. We already know what Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice.
It's true that Hifumi was killed while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came.
No, we gotta focus on numbering. Maybe that does come in handy.
I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know what Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Shoot.
The heck? It's the numbering.
I refuse.
I do remember from the anime. It's the numbering, and I searched it up just now. Is my game glitch?
I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
it's true that Hifumi, while Taka's death,
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if he, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were. Taka came last.
what makes you say
Because of the numbering of the justice hammer.
It's true that Hifumi was killed while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
what makes you say
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
it's true that Hifumi, while Taka's death,
See? So it's obvious Taka came. So, I wonder if he, or perhaps it was. We already know what Taka came last.
what makes you say that
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
it's true that Hifumi, while Taka's death,
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Oh!
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order the Taka came last.
what makes you say
Because of the numbering of the justice.
No!
I didn't know you could do that! That is some BS!
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's...
Whoa! You got it? The paint miss.
I refuse to give up yet!
Why do they kind of remind me of Bakugan? Hangman's Gambit. So, IST. W. R. A. E. Wristwater. You gonna give me any of those words? Watch. H. Yeah!
Now I understand!
Why does he always pass it off to me?
I got it! Papa's wristwatch! See? Look! It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
Yeah, we already know who knows.
But if that's true,
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
that's right. Taka was killed before any of the other
That's simple. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer, and that way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that...
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window, because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all... When we heard Hifumi scream, then we all ran... That's totally true! We're all in the clear!
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something.
If that's true, where's...
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff...
Anyway, we all have, since all of us were there together, clearly none of...
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room. And then, there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body, because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway. In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it. So instead of who, in particular,
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to... His body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third, in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible...
What?
If the dead body were to move itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
No!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was... alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean,
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
that it isn't possible.
Is it really possible? I think it is.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead. And you know that surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement...
Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Shoot!
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance he...
No, Hifumi was dead. And you know that surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement... But
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Shoot!
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance he...
No, Hifumi was dead. And you know that surely you heard the body of Hifumi's dead. And that is...
Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first
There's a chance he was actually
Still alive.
Shoot!
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance he...
No, Hifumi was dead. And you know that surely you heard the body of Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Yeah, I definitely have to find something with something.
Shoot!
But no one's gonna listen to me anymore. Because all I'm doing is the situation. I'm actually in today's video off right now. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.